Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Uniquely Robin's. This is Robin. I just wanted to work on, we're going to try to make these, I guess they're called specimen cards today. I think they're kind of cool. They look really nice in a journal, in a pocket or something. And so we're going to make these a couple different ways today. And the only thing that I use to make these with, so make it easy, are these flashcards you can get at the Dollar Tree. So you get a whole bunch of them in the box, and they work out really well for those. So that's what we're going to make today. Have a couple of Tim Holtz butterflies, and I've glued these together so that you can see it from both sides. And then we'll decorate the bottom a little bit. I have a couple of these that I tea-dyed, put tea-dyed paper on one side of, so we're going to do the other side today, and we're going to cover that with some pretty paper. And I have, this is from a paper book, I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. It's this Our Family Tree, and it's cardstock paper, and it has some really pretty paper in it. I really like this paper a lot. So we'll probably be using a lot more of that here before too long. And I do believe I got that at I want to say Hobby Lobby, but I know you can get it online. I might have gotten this one online. I'm not positive on that. But we're going to take and cover the fronts of these first. And I'm just going to glue them down and then trim them up. Let's see. We want it to go this way, so we want to glue this side. Yeah. And I found my other bone folder. I was trying to organize some of my ephemera last night while I was watching TV. I have a little black box that I had a bunch of it in. And that's where it was, hiding down in there. I've been looking for that thing for a couple of weeks now. Okay, we'll let that dry. We'll do this one next. I wanted to use that side, but that's okay. You can use all different kind of cards for this, even playing cards. This side's not stuck very well. We'll hit that with a little glue too. Did you watch me do that? I stuck it right on the wrong side of the paper. And nobody told me I did it. It's alright, we have some more here. We'll do that one later. Okay, let's try this again. I told you I won't take the mistakes out because everybody makes them, and sometimes I thought I was the only one. So this way you know you're not the only one. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's turn paper over so we don't do it again. Okay. do the back side of this one too, so let's trim him up. One thing I like about the art glitter glue is it doesn't take very long to dry. Trying to stay in frame for you, but still be able to see. So how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's well and your families are well. These have little rounded corners on them. Okay. Now, we're gonna put two of these together. That's how we made this way. Two of them together, so that the window is completely open. Some people I've seen just have the plastic on one side and the back is plain. You can do it that way too. I just kind of like it better when you can see all the way through it. But that's just me. I will say, a lot of people, I don't know, it may just be the glue that I used, the stick glue. It didn't really hold very well on these, I think because they're so flexible. So I would suggest that you don't use that unless you have a really strong glue. I think mine might have just been cheap glue or something, I don't know. It didn't hold very well. Okay. So let's cut these out. Let me get a bigger pair of scissors to start with here. Those scraps I will keep. The little tiny ones I will throw away. I know some people keep those little tiny scraps and they add water to them and crunch them up in like a blender and make homemade paper that way. I haven't got that adventurous yet. I might try it someday though, because it does look, it's very pretty and thick. But yeah, looks time consuming, and sometimes right now time is a commodity that I just don't have enough of. So I don't normally post videos on the weekend, but this weekend I think I'm going to put a couple of my flip through videos up of the journals that I have on Etsy, so you can, if there's one of those you're interested in seeing the whole inside, because they only let you put like 15 minutes videos up there on Etsy, and you can't flip through a journal that quick. I've tried, it doesn't work. You can probably hear my Gracie over there just barking away. She thinks she's the neighborhood watch, and anybody that does anything outside, she doesn't think they should be allowed. All right, Grace. I apologize if you can hear her. Okay. Now you don't have to cover the insides. I just get in the habit of doing it, so let's see, which side do we like better? We do it this way. I really like this paper, but I do like the butterflies too, and I guess since we're putting a butterfly in, we probably should use the butterfly. And then that way you have butterfly on both sides. I guess we'll do it that way. Okay. Now we need to cut a square in this. If you have a square punch, it would be so much easier for you to do. I unfortunately do not have, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I thought I had a metal ruler laying right here, but it has disappeared on me. I guess we'll use the plastic one. So, I just find something that's about the right size of square that you want. And our butterfly will fit right in there. And then I just trace around that with a pencil. In case you go over, you can always get it back off of there. Okay. I'm going to try to do both of these together. I don't know that I can, but I'm going to try. Depends on how sharp my blade is, I guess. And we're going to line the ruler up. And this knife has like a razor blade in it. I had an X-Acto knife, craft knife at one time, but it is just done for. And doesn't cut squat anymore, so. Now I'm applying quite a bit of pressure here. Hoping I don't cut up my board. Try to keep them together. Sorry if this is boring and taking so long, but I really want to try to get it at least as straight as I possibly can. My ruler moved on me a little bit there. Okay. And the last side. Stuck a little bit on that side. Get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, we got that side open. There's a little piece hanging on this side. So. The corners of that was rounded, but this is going to be more square. Of course, if you had the right tools, this would not be as hard and it would not take as long, but we don't always have the right tools, so I thought I'd show you how to do it in case you don't. Okay. That one come out. This one is stuck just on this little couple of corners, I think. Yep, right on the corners. Of course, it's crafting. Everything, something has to give you a little bit of hassle, or doesn't feel like it's worth it, does it? Be very careful if you do it this way, because it's real easy for that to slip. Okay. I'm just gonna trim up a little bit of overhang in these corners. Okay, good. All right. And these two pieces, we will keep those and use them for something, I'm sure. Not sure what yet, but something. All right, now this one that I made, I used for the plastic on the inside. There's several things that you can use. More readily available is these little packages that things come in. Can cut that out, which is what I used for this. Comes in really handy. I save all my packaging like this because these are nice. You can also do these rounded instead of the square, any shape you want. If you have a punch, like I said, it's probably much easier. Today we're going to try these. These are self-adhesive laminating sheets. You can get these, I know Walmart carries them, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you may not get as many in the package, but I think the Dollar Tree at sometimes carries them. Not always. But I know Walmart does. And I don't think they were very much. I know you're probably saying, well, no wonder your scissors are always dull. In these packages here, save these. You can use these for things. But we're going to try this. Now, I haven't tried this yet. So we're going to experiment together and see what happens. All right, now I'm going to put these back in here so I don't get them lost. Okay. All right, so we just want to make sure that it's bigger than our hole. This will start up here, but not bigger than our card. So I'm going to go over a little bit, but not much, because I'd rather cut it off than cut it too short. So about right there and there. And a little tip on this, you do want to make sure your scissors are sharp, because if you bend this, I just noticed on this corner, if you bend this, it will make a white like crease mark in it, and you don't want that. So, okay, so we'll save that piece for later. All right. And we're going to glue this to the actual cards, but we're going to seal our little butterfly. So we want to take this paper off. That's where the sticky is. And place our butterfly down on it. And as carefully as possible, we want to close that up and try not to get wrinkles in it. Now this, I can tell right now, does have some give to it. So if you get a bubble in there, you're probably gonna see it. But if you use your bone folder or something like that to go right up to the butterfly, it actually works pretty good. Let's get all the air bubbles out. And we're encasing our little butterfly. And you can see pretty good where the bubbles are. And they seem to push out very well, so that's not bad. I would probably use that again. Okay. And there we have our butterfly. And now we're gonna have to trim it down a little bit to fit on here. So we're gonna trim this side because it looks like I got him off center a little bit, which I'm not too worried about, but okay. Our paper has, them cards have a little slant on one side. So that's why I cut this little slant here to match up with that one. All right, let's trim it just a little more on this side. Watch me get it too short. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, so we want to see where we want our butterfly to hang out. And I'm going to put the glue on this as close to the edge as I can so it won't seep over. Okay. Close up my glue. I have a bad habit of not closing up my glue and then it wants to dry out on the top. And you notice I'm going outward and not inward. I don't want to push that glue onto the inside. I want it to come to the outside. At the bottom it's quite long, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, okay. I like that. One thing I did forget to do was ink my edges. I wanted to ink those inside edges, so don't make the same mistake I did. So we want it to look like an old specimen. And this kind of stuff is why my pad on there looks so bad. But that's why they sell replacement ones, huh? Careful on these skinnier corners. I don't rip that. I don't think it will. Those cards are pretty sturdy. I'm not going to get to do the inside, but when you do yours, you're going to want to ink this inside. It will cover up a multitude of flaws, and unless you have a punch, you're going to have a little bit of pieces here and there that look kind of funny in there. And this will make it look just fine. Okay. All right. Now we're going to glue our back piece on. And then we're going to do some embellishing. I don't know why I'm holding that clear up to my face like I'm blind or something, but I did have a hard time seeing that. Okay. Now we're going to glue this on the back side. Don't slide on me, don't slide on me, Lee. Okay. Make sure that's stuck down really well. And with the butterflies glued together like that so you can see it on both sides, you can embellish either side you want. I guess I could have got by with a bigger butterfly in there, but that's okay. Alright, so let's make it pretty. I'm going to use a piece of this music paper. I'll use this piece. I'm going to tear it because I want it to look old and jaggedy. Now there's two ways, let me show you on this. There's two ways to tear paper. If you tear it toward you, then you're going to have this white. And I like that because when you use your ink on it, it really makes that stand out and look old. Or you can tear it, if you don't like that, white hanging out, you tear it away from you. And then you still get your jagged edge, but you don't have that little extra white. Some people like that, some people don't. Okay. I think that's, no, I want this piece. I want this one. It's a little too big still, so I'm going to say it's on your scissors too. Yeah, I like that. You can embellish these with whatever you want. Ink that up a bit. Oops, back there. Runaway ink pad. Okay. This is the upside. I'm going to place this not exactly in the middle because I like when my words run off a little bit. There. And I think I might put a small piece of this muslin on top of that. And we want to pull some of those out. I want it to fray a little bit, which it will do on its own too, but I kind of like it to look, because it will only fray up to where you glue it. So I'm going to make sure it's frayed where I want it to. Yeah, that won't stick to my hands. Supposed to be really nice tomorrow, which would be great. Got some things to do outside to get ready for winter. Been putting off. Gonna pull one of these strings, a couple of these strings out, so it leaves like a little line in there. This poor little pokey tool has been used for about everything, and his brother's what I use to poke my holes in my books when I put my journals together. It's all bent, but it works really good. Okay, I'm going to trim this just a little bit. There we go. Where do I want that? Do I want it? Yeah, I think I want that in the middle. Right about there. Right about there. Okay. Now I want one of these little plate things. So, let's see if we can find one. Oh, there's my words. Ah, here they are. Let's see. Do you want that one? Maybe a little skinnier one than that. Yeah, I like that one. And I want to put a word on there, so let's see. Little words somewhere. Oh wait, what's this say? Parcel post. No, I don't think that would look good on there. Here's some. Courage, dear heart. Conquer from within. That sounds kind of sciencey, doesn't it? We'll use that. Maybe. No, that's too big. That's too big. We don't want that. I know. So funny. Follow your heart. Faith and trust. I know I should have looked for this before I turned on the camera. Choose happy. Wait, maybe we just want to put a number on there. Get out the big book. See what we got in the big book. There's a little tag. That might be cute. Instead of that, we might put that little tag on there. We'll think about that. Numbers. Somewhere I got numbers. Sorry, this is taking so long, but no, I have numbers somewhere. Not in there, evidently. All right. Guess we have to dig out the black box. Let's see what we got left in here. I did get most of the stuff out of here yesterday, but I do still have a few things that I haven't got put away yet. Wait, what's this? Oh, I like this little number. That would look cute on there, wouldn't it? Or that. Oh, I thought I got rid of all those. Well, goodness. Ooh. Special delivery. I like that. That'll stand out better. Okay. All right, away you go. Okay, now we just have to decide if we're going to use this or are we going to use this. I think that's a little too big. Could cut it down. I kind of like that, but I would have to cut it down. Let's try that. It's not going to hurt anything to try, right? Let's see if I can get it straight. Pop that. Boy, that's not straight, is it? There. What about that? Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's ink him up there. Improvise and overcome, right? I'm going to take this white down just a tiny bit. There we go. I really think that's going to show up on there, but maybe. It'll at least cover the white edges. Okay. And I like the string, but I'm going to make it a little shorter. There we go. So if I put that there, and this right there, What do you think? Maybe I should put this way. And over a little. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Okay. Down we go before I change my mind. Just got done doing a big tag for a swap on our Facebook group, and I just love it. I will show it to you after the swap is over, because I don't think we're supposed to let whoever's going to receive it see it yet. Now we need something here, something what? How about a button? It's not brown. But yeah, I like that. Okay. If you need something to do with your Pringles cans, these are great. I made these up last night because I needed somewhere to put my buttons. I've got mixed buttons in this one. And it says assorted buttons on the top. And this one I have chipboard words. They're the thick ones that can't really put in my ephemera books because they're too bulky. So they fit great in there. And this one is, oh, my Christmas wooden buttons that I got just a couple of days ago. I love those. But yeah, and they look nice too. So, okay, we got that done. And I'm sitting here rambling and wasting your time, aren't I? I'm going to put some string through them buttons, the button. Make it look like it's sewn on there. We're going to go this way, and then this way. Whoops. Usually I have a hard time seeing to do that, but I didn't this time. And I'm gonna tie this on the back a couple of times. And snip it off. Got way too long a string there, didn't I? Okay. And we're gonna put him right there. I love buttons. Especially old vintage buttons. And if in hindsight, my mother used to have this octagon tin. It was a Sunshine Biscuit Company tin, and that thing was full of vintage buttons years ago before she passed away. And if only I'd have known I'd been doing this stuff, I would have kept those. Actually, there's a lot of stuff she had I would have kept, but we can't keep everything, can we? Okay, there we go. I think it turned out pretty good. You could, you know, embellish up there if you wanted to, but yeah, what do you think? You like those, don't like those? I think for a while we're just going to do some little craft with me videos here and there until I get some sense of what people want to see. So I'm not getting very many comments, so you need to let me know what you like, what you want to see. And like I said, if I can't do it, I will look it up, figure it out, or we'll figure it out together. But we'll do it. All right, thank you very much. This one I should have inked the outside of the white around that, or fussy cut it, but I was making it wee hours in the morning, and I thought you might like to see that. And this did actually work out very well, so I'm very surprised about that. Okay, thank you very much. You guys have a great day. Be safe out there, and God bless. Bye-bye.